Hello everybody and happy Saturday morning makes. I'm so glad that you're joining me and this wonderful collaborative community that all gets together on the weekends to share makes. People upload Friday nights, they upload Saturday, they upload Sunday. I really don't mind when you upload. I look mainly on Saturday morning. I take a few hours to craft and then I poke around and I look at everybody's makes, and then I try and get to every single make. I found some people that had used incorrect hashtags last week, so I discovered some new people that I had missed. So welcome aboard. It's so fun to see what everybody is creating, and I know from comments and different things that people have shared that you're all enjoying having this as an outlet on the weekends and sharing and getting to know one another. So it's a wonderful thing. I'm so happy you're all joining me. We had some new people this week, some new video makers, as well as some new people on Instagram and different social media. And we're just so glad that everybody's joining in and having fun together. So I have a lot to share today. I want to make a couple quick announcements. This week I was able to share some new stamp sets that I had a little bit of help in producing from the LOTV Digi Shop on Etsy, Lily of the Valley Stamps in the UK. And they put out these two new sets, and I wanted to let you guys know that the digital sets are now on the website, so you can get these in polymer. So clear polymer, or you can get them as digital stamp sets. And this weekend through Sunday, just the digital stamps are on sale with their new release 20% off. Okay, so if you're interested in the digitals through Sunday night in the UK, you can get the digitals at 20% off. And they also released some really cute fairy stamps. So go to the LOTV Digi Shop on Etsy. There's an entire video about this release on my channel. If you go back, it's the previous video. So if you missed that video, you might want to go back and take a look and find out all the information about these sweet sets. Okay, so I just wanted to mention that. And then I will I wanted to mention a few, so many uploads. I want to welcome Billy Stubblefield. I hope I'm saying your name right. Sheba's Finds, Scrap Doll Creations. Sparkling Shar has been making some beautiful projects. I loved her ginger mugs and her little book, her book ornaments. If you haven't been to Sparkling Shar's channel, go to her channel. Glued with Love, I want to welcome Andrea Marshall, a creative muse. I think it's Suzanne. I'm trying to remember. She used a Trinity Stamps, the Boo Brew, which I just love. So go take a look at a Creative Muse, her channel. Armene, Happy Meal Queen joined us, and she made some really cute recipe tags, as did Marilyn G. But Armene used Jen of Strawberry Cream 39's recipe tags. Jen on her channel is offering a recipe tag download that she made, and you just have to email her and she'll send it to you. And Armene used that to create some really cute gingerbread recipe tags. And Marilyn G made recipe tags too. A lot of people doing lots of ginger projects. Deborah Lee Crafts joined in, Scrap Doll Creations, Anne Marie. Philly Farm on the Daily has made these Greeting Farm snowman cards that were just adorable. Jana, of course, joins us most weeks, Jana Stamps. And if you haven't been to Jana's channel, you'll love her channel, Crafty Bean. Hi, Tina. Gigi, Agape for GJ. Gigi always joins us. Hello, Gigi. We're thinking of you. Mo Creations, who's Melissa. So Crafty 100. Oh, my goodness. For the Love of Crafts. Who else am I forgetting? Sue Crozier and Patty over on Instagram. Gift Diva had done a video, I think about 3 weeks ago now. I don't know if I ever mentioned her. Hello, Nancy Martinez. Hello, Rhonda. We also had Adelaide, I think it's Vavatne, and I may not be pronouncing that right, but she made some a beautiful angel card, different things. So if you find her, she's on Instagram. And I'm not sure where she's joining us from, but she's not from the U.S., I don't believe. Who else am I forgetting? Hello, Mary Mickelson. Little Bit Crafty 91. Hello, Lilo Crafts. Hi, Rena. Rena made some really cute lollipop wands that are just adorable. And I think Nancy wants to try them and went and bought supplies. So I'm excited to see if Nancy gets those made either this weekend or next weekend. Betty, who is Bet1Lou, I think is the name on Instagram. Correct me if I'm wrong, Betty. Hello to Dee of Elegant Embellishments. Who else? Clom and Mindy82671. Nancy's Craft Shack. Nene02. Kay, I think it's Raison or Rayson. She did some really neat embroidery. And then, of course, Cynthia, who is RN Jetta, is always wowing us with all sorts of things. D Nicer 1234. I'm not remembering everybody, you guys, but there's just so many of us now, and it's such a wonderful thing. But I did want to give shout outs to everybody that I can. So if I haven't named you yet, I will eventually get around to everybody. I just want you to know how much I appreciate you being part of this collaborative community and sharing art together. And that's really what it's all about. Hello to Felicia. Hello to Elise, who is back this week. I don't know if she'll be doing a Saturday Morning Makes, but I know she's home. She had been off to do some travels that she needed to do. And she's getting ready for a craft show. Hello to my friend P. Hello to Susan at home. Hello, Susan. Susan's been a bit under the weather. We're missing you, Susan. I hope you're feeling better each day. And I just want to, hello to Vicky, who is TryHeart67. She's done some wonderful makes, you guys, if you haven't been to her channel. So if you just go to the hashtag on YouTube or any social media and type it in, it brings up all the projects and makes it really easy to see a bunch of beautiful makes, beautiful art. So anyway, I will get off my soapbox and get on to my projects today. So I used a bunch of different things. I used this bunch of circle dies from My Creative Time. And hello, Emma. And this is going to be back in her shop very shortly, early November, okay? I use this scallop circle die, and I have several sets of scallop circle dies. This one is kind of a wonky one from Magnolia, and I used this one to create this project right here. I used my LOTV Christmas sentiment tags. I used this IO dies, Primitive Candy and Holly, from Anna White's die line at Impression Obsession. And then I used, let's see, these were some dies that I used last week that I forgot to bring down. So these are the stacked heart. This is a stacked hearts die from Simon Says Stamp. And this is a die that I used on the background of a ginger card. And then I also used these Prim Hearts, and someone was asking about these. So they're the Eyelet Primitive Hearts from Impression Obsession dies, die 925ZZ. And I did use these, and someone was asking about them, so I just thought I would show them. These are what the Lifestyle Craft open scallop rectangles look like. Someone had asked about those.
What are you doing?
And then, of course, I always use this Crazy Stitch die set from IO Dies. And I had also used these scalloped oval dies in a previous video and not shown them. So I just wanted to kind of show that just for anybody that wants to see things. And I didn't do as good of a job last week. I was a little bit under the weather. I'm still not great, but I'm better than I was a little bit. So that's good. I found out making this project that I am severely allergic to hay. I actually purchased some hay, which you can see that I glued on to make this little scarecrow. And I had to stick it in this bag. And even with this bag sitting here on the desk, I'm getting itchy. So it's going to have to go outside somewhere. I can't even have it near me. This was at Hobby Lobby. If you want to get some hay to use to make scarecrows, if you're not allergic to it. But an alternative would be to use raffia, and I'm not allergic to raffia, so I think what I'll do is get rid of the hay and I'll get raffia to use next time. But I was using this sweet little stamp, and let me get a piece of paper that I got from Peachy Keen. Kathy and I have been talking about doing some scarecrow stamps, and so This is a prototype, and I used this little scarecrow face, and I was also inspired by this Halloween book of Kathy's, and I have talked about these before. Kathy did a series of books called Paint on a Happy Face, volume 1, 2, and 3. And this one is volume 2. And I just love, I mean, Kathy, her artistry is so beautiful. And she's known for her faces, but back in the day, the way she started was with these books. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen these. There's a picture of Kathy from back in the day. But there's just gorgeous projects in here. Like, look at this ginger house, and look at the gingerbread in the window. And there's a star box with a ginger face. You know, so just incredible projects. And Kathy she paints incredible pumpkins for Halloween, and she says she'll paint anything is basically what she says. But look at this gourd where she's made it look like the ghost is popping out of the pumpkin. And then here is a little scarecrow, and the scarecrow's holding a little pumpkin. So I just was really interested in doing some fall things, and I asked her about, look at the little pumpkins with their little hats. They're just so cute, you guys. So anyway, if you're interested in these books, I thought I would show them really quick. It's Paint on a Happy Face, and then Paint on a Happy Face Volume 2. And Paint on a Happy Face Volume 3. And I know that Kathy has some copies of these. She may put them in the store. You might see them there if there's any left. But you can find these on resale sites sometimes, like eBay and stuff. And you know, just as far as inspiration goes, the projects on these are just so stunning. I just love her artistry. So it's so inspiring to see things like this and to have books like this in your stash in your room, because sometimes you need a jumping off point or an idea. And so that's kind of what I did. Now this is completely kind of handmade, other than the die cut that I used. I used that cute face stamp to create this. And I completely handmade the hat, and I just cut pieces. You can see where I cut little jagged edges into the hat to make it look kind of rustic. I hand cut 2 little prim hearts, and then I hot glued a button with twine strung through it. And I used some music paper to create the hat brim, and a piece of lace that I dyed with some brown ink. And then, of course, I stamped the little face and colored in the little candy corn nose. And I used the hay with some glue to make the hair onto the scarecrow head. And then I added a bow down here. And that's just made out of some twine. So I think this turned out really cute. I just made a little twine hanger. You can kind of see the back here to hang this with. And you could use this to give... you know, if you're going to bake some cookies for Halloween, or you just wanted to even hang this or glue it to the front of a wreath, you could use this on a wreath to make a decoration on the side of a wreath or something. So I just had a lot of fun playing with this. And then the other thing I did was I participated yesterday, Friday, in the Crafty Dares challenge that Tell Him Thank You. Tina, hello Tina. She hosts this on Instagram, and you have to go through her to register, because Crafty Dares is a private page. It's a private group, and I wanted to join in. This week's dare was to use buttons and a recipe, and what was the other thing? Maybe it was a tag. So it was a tag, buttons, and a recipe. And so I just made a little pumpkin pie recipe tag, and I thought that would be a cute one to use to give a gift at Thanksgiving. So those are my 2 little autumn makes. And then for Saturday morning makes this morning, and I did this a little bit through the week. I actually did the die cutting last weekend on Sunday when I was feeling a little bit better. In the afternoon, I die cut a bunch of these. So this project uses that beautiful, here, let me pull this one more time, if I can find it. It uses this beautiful die from Anna White's collection for Impression Obsession. And that, oh dear, I'm tipping things over on my desk, you guys. I'm sorry. So this is that Primitive Candy and Holly die. And it's a really sweet die. Mine has some little pieces in it still, but there's 2 pieces of holly, and it's a 2-layered cane. So a solid back piece with an open cane piece for the top. Okay, so this is the die that I use to create what I'm going to show you. And then on top of I also use 2 embossing folders. And this one is from Apple Blossom Designs Company in the UK. It's called the Sweet Christmas Emboss folder. And this one is Candy Canes and Bows. And I use that. And then I also use this universal embossing folder. This is called the Funky Christmas Collection Candy Canes. And you guys, you know, all of my supplies are very old. So I have no idea how many years ago I got this. I should put years on things when I do it. This one's here, this kind of gives you an idea. This is from 2011 from Crafts Concepts. So very old. But I'm sure if you look hard enough, you can probably find a candy cane embossing folder somewhere. So, but just to I just want to be really clear. I try to, when I buy stuff, I try to use it to death. When I invest in a craft product, I like to use it, and I'll use it year after year after year after year. So that's what I have done in this case, you guys. And so here's a card that I created. Here's that beautiful candy cane die. This time I did it all in craft. And these are sprayed with the Krylon Glittering Shimmer Silver. And that is a product you can get at Hobby Lobby or other craft stores that sell the Krylon paints. And I use that Lifestyle Crafts Open Scallop die. I use the little Warm Winter Wishes tag from LOTV DigiShop. And this one, I think, is a digital one that I colored red in my word processing program. But you can also get the photopolymer stamps and stamp them in any color you need or want. And then I just use some little papers here to create some decoration for this. And the background of this is embossed with a tree embossing folder. It's a Sizzix embossing folder from this year. I didn't bring it over here. I'm sorry, I forgot that I had used it. But this is the 3D Christmas tree embossing folder that's out right now. And it's a beautiful one. I don't know how well you can see it on here, but it's just a really neat embossing folder of all different Christmas trees. So that is my little card. And I did that. And then I'll set that there. And then I made a bunch of tags. And if you remember in last week's Saturday Morning Makes video, I shared some beautiful papers from Maha Designs that I got at Frantic Stamper. And I had some scraps left over from the cards that I made last week of the little stockings. If you haven't seen that video, just go back a couple videos and you'll find it. And I had some scraps left over, so I did cut a few of those scraps to make some candy canes. And then I embossed this blue cardstock with that candy cane embossing folder. If you can see it, it has bows and candy canes. And I used that as the background for the tag. And then on the back of it, I put just plain craft. Okay, so that's the first one. And this again is that Warm Winter Wishes tag from the LOTV DigiShop. And we do have new tags that would be so cute that say Candy Cane 5 cents that are little hearts. And these would have been so cute with that, but I didn't have it at the time that I made these. And I really love having these little Merry Christmas ones too. There's so many cute tags from their shop. So this one you can see again the embossing, and then that little stocking print is in the back of the burgundy or scarlet jewel cardstock from Paper Tray Ink. So those two are in blue, and I bet you like those ones, P, and others that like the color blue. And then I made a bunch. I've been really into this burgundy or scarlet jewel color with craft. And so I made some that are just craft cardstock with the scarlet jewel in the background. So a craft candy cane with the scarlet jewel in the background. And these are so sparkly. I hope the sparkle is coming across on camera, you guys, but that glitter shimmer spray from Krylon is so sparkly. And for Christmas, it really makes these fun. And then the back, I haven't put a to from on these because, like I said, a lot of my family members use these as ornaments. So I used to always stamp a to from, and now I don't. I just bring to from stamps with me when I take these over. And if they want to from stamped, I can add it. Here's one where I added some gingham paper to the back in case they want to use it as a tag. Then I made a few that are that use the little round circles that come with the die and as the holly. And these ones use a stripe pattern paper scrap that I had. And again, these ones have that craft background paper, and you can see how pretty that embossing is on here. So these turned out really cute too. Let's see, here's one in craft with the polka dot paper from Maha Designs that I had. This was a leftover scrap from one of the cards I made. So I was trying to just use up my scraps because this is a small enough die that I can often cut scrap pieces up with it. And then I have a few more that are made from paper. This was a candy cane paper scrap I had that I used up. So I don't know if you can see it, but there were little candy canes on the paper. And then this one is a paper I got from Tuesday morning when we had Tuesday mornings here. I miss Tuesday mornings so much. I used to love going there and just spending $10 or $15 and getting some really cute paper pads or dies or whatever. And I really miss having Tuesday morning here in Seattle, but we just don't have any stores here anymore. So I used some pattern paper scraps to do those two. And then the last two I want to show you I made with felt. Okay, so I cut one of the candy cane dies out of white, I cut it again out of red, and then I mixed the two. And then I took one of each leaf to make the holly. And I went ahead and used the dark red backer. I tried doing a lighter color or a pattern paper, but I really liked these. I know they're a little dark on camera, you guys, but in person they're just very elegant. And that glitter shimmer just adds so much to these. And then on the back, these ones are white. So, but I did have fun kind of doing candy cane leaves in red and white on these. And then these beautiful buttons are buttons from Sue Crozier. So all the buttons you saw that are these red buttons. Hello, Sue. My friend Sue Crozier, who is over on Instagram and has a beautiful feed. She does beautiful stitching cards using Spellbinders dies. She makes beautiful tags. She's always, you know, there's always something beautiful to see on her channel. Patty O'Malley, RN Jetta, who's Cynthia, all the people over. Little Bit Crafty 91. I want to say hello to Lisa, who broke her wrist. Oh my gosh, what's your channel on Instagram, Lisa? I can't think of it right now, but hello to Lisa. I hope your wrist is getting better and that she was trying to create with her wrist hurting, and I know how hard that is. I broke my elbow once and I couldn't, it took me a long time to be able to do stuff comfortably. So heal quickly. You're in my prayers, dear. But anyway, you guys, so that's it for me today. These are all my little makes. And I had fun playing with this candy cane die. You know, I pretty much do a candy cane tag every year. And so this was what I had to mainly share with you today. And then, of course, the sweet little, what do you call it? Scarecrow. And the little tag that I did for Crafty Dares with Tell 'em Thank You. So I had a lot of fun with these projects, and I just love this. I love this little face. So I'll let you know more about this stamp and whether Kathy's going to have it in her store or not soon. But I wanted to just come on and share this. And you can use the Jill's favorite faces, the big faces that we have. And you could certainly do a scarecrow using the faces that you already have in your stash. But I just think this one is so cute with the little candy cane nose and the way the mouth is stitched and the eyes and stuff. And there's even little stitched eyebrows up here. So I had a lot of fun making this, and I hope you guys enjoyed all my projects today and that you're having a wonderful Saturday. I'm looking forward to seeing what everybody has created. And if I haven't seen your project, you guys, and it's been out there for a few days or a week or even a couple weeks or something, and I just haven't seen it, you can always tag me. Just tag @GreenwoodGirlCards on Instagram. And if you tag me, it'll put your project into my feed so that I can see it. But if you have the Saturday Morning Makes hashtag on there, I do get around. It just takes me time, and I have been a bit under the weather, and so I am a little bit behind on commenting on things. But I just love everything that everybody shares, and I want to thank you all for inspiring me with your beautiful hearts. I'm going to wish you all a happy weekend, and I'll be back with you again soon. Blessings and hugs. Happy crafting. Bye now.